Hello, boxing fans around the world. Thanks for joining me once again here on Talk and Fight for another episode of Boxing News Today. We're going to feature a trio of stories about women in boxing to start off this episode, and then conclude with a trio of updates regarding upcoming fights. So let's start off with Vicky Wilkinson. She fought Becky Ferguson most recently over in England and made a bit of boxing history in Wolverhampton, as the pair competed for their first ever female Midlands area title. The pair went toe-to-toe for 10 grueling rounds at the hangar, with local bragging rights also on the line. It was Wilkinson, though, who reigned supreme as she picked up a 98-94 points win, with referee Kevin Parker overseeing the main event. There was also a 6-fight undercard for the fight fans to enjoy prior to the main event. Birmingham super middleweight Andrew Robinson picked up a stoppage win as he put Vitas Balquisias to the sword. Danimal threw the kitchen sink at the Lithuanian, who has seen enough by the third and turned his back, resulting in a technical knockout win for the 38-year-old super middleweight. Robinson is now 28-6-2. There was an all-Birmingham derby as Mikey Lee Broughton took on Logan Paling. The 21-year-old Broughton bested Paling with relative ease as the super lightweight moved to 4-0 with a 40-36 win. Paling is now 0-3. Might want to consider his options. Another Brummie, Kane Baker, was also successful. The gambler schooled Lithuania's Simas Valencinas throughout on his way to a comfortable 40-36 win. The 32-year-old super featherweight will be pleased with his night's work as he moved to 18-9-1. Local lad Andy Owen picked up a 4th win out of 5 in what was his first 6-rounder. The 35-year-old Wolves fanatic defeated Bulgarian Julian Leonov 60-54. Owen stayed patient and worked through the gears to move to 4-1. Finally, Tamworth-based Brummie Troy Jones made it 4 straight wins as he disposed of Patrick Polasek. Jones' under-trainer Lee Beard stayed composed under pressure from the Pole, who plowed forward, mainly with his head. Jones just got his rewards in the final round when a flurry of unanswered shots saw trainer and referee Peter McCormack wave this one off in the 6th. Oh, there's one more fight to announce. Super bantamweight Qais Ashfaq picked up another win as he defeated Nicaragua's Yader Cordoza. The 29-year-old was comfortable throughout as he picked up a routine 60-54 win, and now the Leeds fighter will be eyeing titles in 2023. Alrighty, let's move along to another young lady by the name of Kirsty Babington, Bavo as she's known over in the UK. She gets headline honors at Rotherham's Magna Centre this upcoming November 19th when she defends her European Boxing Union, that's EBU Welterweight title, and that'll be shown live on Fight Zone. Women's boxing is certainly flying at the moment, and we certainly at Talk and Fight know that. And the 30-year-old will take on Germany's Naomi Manis in another great match for female fight game. Manis comes into the contest unbeaten and with a reputation for heavy hands after 4 knockout wins from her 6 fights to date. With just 2 defeats from 10 outings, Bavo's also in great form, currently on a 3-fight winning streak, which has included an upset victory over highly touted Geordie April Hunter in October of last year. The fighter from Wolverhampton is now hoping to follow in the lofty footsteps of stablemate Hannah Rankin after recently signing with Fight Academy. Rankin's amazing journey on Fight Zone has included winning world titles and a historic defense of her belts on a glorious Glasgow evening at the Hydro Arena back in May of this year. Despite a recent defeat to Terry Harper, Hannah will be back on the title trail soon, and Bavo is confident of emulating her success. She says, "I'm excited to be making my Fight Zone debut. It's new to me and a bit like fighting away from home, so I can't wait. It's been a long camp, and I just want to get in there now." Manis looks like she can do a bit. I just need to concentrate on my own game and give her no breathing space for 10 rounds. I'm a hard worker, a pressure fighter so I'll put it on her and see what she's got. Knowing she's boxing can fight like me, so we'll see what she can bring when she's under pressure. She'll give as good as she gets, and it'll be a good one for the fans to watch. That's a tongue twister. Thanks, Bavo. All right, moving along over to the USA. We see Georgia flyweight Sarray Warrior Princess Brownell is on a sensational run as she prepares to compete in the upcoming, which are now happening, Youth World Championships November 14th to 26th over in La Nucia, Spain. The 17-year-old from Marietta is a three-time national junior Olympic champion, certainly one to be watched, and who has also captured gold medals at the 2021 USA Boxing Youth National Championships, 2020 USA Boxing Junior National Championships, the 2019 Junior Open, and the 2019 National PAL, among many other titles that she now owns. She got into boxing at the age of 8 in Albany, New York, where her family is visiting, eventually leading them to her uncle's gym. Her father originally wanted her brothers to box, but Sarray also wanted to get involved in combat sports. It was a natural transition for her, who is a legacy boxer, because her father, mother, and brothers have all boxed. She said, me and my mom went to find a pair of gloves after we were all told that there weren't any left. So I started hitting the bag, and then I did mitts with my uncle. That's where I fell in love with the sport and discovered I was naturally born to do this. She has excelled at every area in her remarkable role, which she will attempt to extend, as I said, at the Youth World Championships over the next 2 weeks. She said, I'm super pumped and ready to go to Spain for the Youth Worlds. My mindset is on gold. My manifestation and hard work will put me in top form by last day with a gold medal around my neck on that number 1 podium. It's truly a blessing to be representing the USA. My biggest challenge is probably myself. Boxing is 90% mental, meaning I have to have a mindset that nothing can be hard enough to stop me from reaching my goals. My short-range goals right now are to win the Youth Worlds and finish all the year making youth high performance team. Long range, I'd say, is to fight in the 2024 Olympics in Paris, being world champ, and looking up to inspiration to all, and most importantly, having proven to be the most feared female boxer. Wow. She has a long way to go, but congratulations to her, and we look forward to seeing those results from Spain for sure. Ionut Baluta has issued a warning to Liam Davies, stating his intention to knock out the unbeaten Telford favorite in front of his home fans. The pair will collide with the WBC International and vacant European Super Bantamweight Championships on the line at the Telford International Center again on November 19th, to be shown live on BT Sport. The Romanian Baluta, who currently lives and trains in Hertfordshire, has already upset the Midlands apple cart once by defeating Brad Foster to win the WBC International title at York Hall back in May. And now his gaze is firmly fixed on the boxing champion Davies, who claimed his crown with a victory over Mark Leach in June back in Telford. The 28-year-old Baluta believes Davies will live to regret signing up to fight him. Love it. All I can say about Liam Davies is that he'll feel sorry for accepting this fight, said the former WBO European champion. I never underestimate my opponent, clearly, but let's be honest, I'll be the toughest opponent Liam Davies has ever met. He's never fought anyone tougher than me. It motivates me even more that I'll be fighting in his hometown. My plan is to finish this fight from the first round with a knockout, and this is what I've been working on, winning by knockout. I'm preparing to fight for 12 rounds. But my plan is to knock him out. Fair enough. Also appearing on the Telford card is a fight where 2 prospects put it on the line. The unbeaten super lightweight Ethan James, he's 9-0 from Northampton, goes up against Connor Parker, 14-1 with 1 knockout. And Zach Parker's cousin from Woodville in Derbyshire for the vacant WBO European title. The Midlands area welterweight title is at stake when champion Jamie Stewart, who's 3-2-2, defends against Owen Cooper, who's 6-0. Nottingham light heavyweight Ezra Taylor, 3-0. Telford super lightweight Macaulay Owen, 3-0. Dublin lightweight Willow Hayden 4-0. Liverpool super bantam Brad Strand 8-0. York super welter George Davey 5-0-1. And Telford bantam Rahim Mohammed 2-0 also feature on what looks to be like a very exciting card. Good stuff. All right, across we go to Glendale, Arizona, where we're going to see Julio Cesar Martinez face Samuel Carmona. The story reads, Martinez will defend his WBC World Flyweight title against Samuel Carmona at the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona on December 3rd. And that's going to be shown worldwide on DAZN. And the co-main event, we'll see Juan Francisco Estrada and Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez meet in a trilogy clash for the WBC and Ring Magazine Super Flyweight titles. Martinez, by the way, is 18-2 with 14 knockouts, and he puts his title on the line for the 5th time since landing the vacant belt in December of 2019. And so quick see. There's lots and lots of stuff to read here. Please go to boxing247.com to follow up on this story. But I will tell you that Diego Pacheco faces a big step up in his 4th fight of 2022 as he defends his WBC USNBC super middleweight title against the unbeaten Timur Kirafov. Pacheco has 13 knockouts, stopped Enrique Collazo in 5 rounds to land his title in Las Vegas back in September on the undercard of a trilogy clash between Canelo Alvarez and Triple G Golovkin. Seeing the rangy Los Angeles talent record a 13th stoppage win in 16 fights unbeaten. Wow, good for him. And after a successful debut in Cleveland, Ohio, the Brazilian amateur star Beatrice Ferreira will fight for the 2nd time as a pro in Glendale. Ferreira is now 1-0, and she'll put fellow Brazilian Tiana Cordoza down. She put fellow Brazilian Tiana Cordoza down in the 1st and 3rd rounds with body shots, winning 40-34 on all 3 cards in the first female fight in Ohio to be boxed over 3-minute rounds, I might add. And finally, on today's episode, we'll see it's now official. WBC Continental Americas and WBA International Super Middleweight Champ, currently ranked number 2 in the world by the WBC, Christian Mbilli. He's 22-0, by the way, 20 knockouts, will face American Vaughn Alexander on December 17th in the main event of the gala presented by the H Arena production team at Hall XXL at the Parc d'Exposition de la Bourtière in Nantes, France. This would be the last duel of the one nicknamed Solide before his elimination fight against the holder of the WBC silver title in the super middleweight division. Ali Akhmedov, 19-1, 14 knockouts, as ordered last week by the World Boxing Organization at their annual convention held in Acapulco. This news recently represents a highly anticipated development for the Mbilli clan, as a victory would bring them closer to facing the current world champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Avoided by many boxers at 168 pounds, the road to the top was strewn with pitfalls for Christian Mbilli, who showed patience, resilience, and great determination to stay the course. He said, if we worked so hard to get an elimination match, it's because we knew it would be the only way to get Christian into a world title fight. The goal is now within reach, and it's finally time for him to reap his rewards of all of his efforts. It's a hungrier than ever Christian Mbilli that you'll see in the ring on December 17th. And that was all courtesy of Eye of the Tiger, Camille Esvan. Although Eye of the Tiger management protege welcomes this news with great enthusiasm, he is aware that the margin for error is very small at this stage, and he'll have to deliver a flawless performance on December 17th. We're getting closer and closer to a world championship fight, so it's motivating. Alexander is a quality opponent who is not to be taken lightly. I know I have no room for mistakes. The French public will be entitled to a war in the ring of Hall XXL, he notes. Much like Mbilli, Vaughn Alexander is an aggressive boxer with excellent physical condition, allowing him to maintain a high pace for 10 rounds. Well aware that this is a golden opportunity for him, since a victory could propel him up a world ranking, in addition to granting him significant legitimacy on the international scene. The athlete from Missouri will certainly try to surprise Christian. He said, "I want to thank Camille Esfan and the team at Eye of the Tiger and All-Star Boxing for this incredible opportunity for Vaughn. We have a lot of respect for Christian Mbilli, and we all know it'll be a grueling fight with nonstop action for 10 rounds, exactly the opportunity Vaughn needed, and he's going to make the most of it," added Vaughn Alexander's promoter and Bulldog Boxing Promotions president Gino Lineri. There you go. And that's it. All the news fit to print today. Thank you for joining me here on Talk and Fight. Appreciate it. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll see you. No, we won't see you later on at 4 p.m. for Knuckle Up, but please visit the Talk and Fight website for many episodes of Knuckle Up. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you later on. Bye-bye.